Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mackenzie. Thanks for being here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you stay. I try to be a nice person, so I hope you like me and I hope you like my videos. Today, we're going to be talking about things that I no longer purchase since kind of switching to a lower waist lifestyle. This is going to be part one of a series of these videos that I do because there are so many different things that I have changed in my life since going low waist. I would consider this video kind of like a beginner's guide, small, easy things that people who are just starting out trying to reduce their waist can do that aren't so tough but still make a big impact. So the first item we have is nail polish. I made the decision a while ago to no longer purchase nail polish. I used to love wearing nail polish. When I was having a bad day, putting on a fresh coat of nail polish really kind of cheered me up and made me feel a little bit more dressed up. I guess as I learned more about it and kind of started believing in zero waste more and wanting to help the environment and reduce my waste impact more, it just became less important to me and it wasn't as big of a deal. Plus, when I do it myself, it would always chip in a few days and it never looked good for a long amount of time and I didn't want to spend money on going to a salon. So now I stick with these guys, a nail clipper and a nail file. Now, nail files are also disposable. So once I finish, I still have a few of these that are super old. So once they kind of lose their filey scratchiness, I plan on investing in a good quality. They make crystal nail files that supposedly last a really long time to forever. They're made of glass and they work the same, but there are definitely lots of reusable nail files out there that will last much longer than disposable ones. So once I finish these up, I will be purchasing one of those and hopefully not having to buy one again for a very long time, / hopefully the rest of my life. That'd be nice. So no longer buying nail polish leads me into my next category, which is cotton pads. I no longer buy disposable cotton pads, cotton rounds, cotton squares, any of those kinds of things. And no longer wearing nail polish led me to be able to do that, because beforehand, even if I wanted to switch out my cotton rounds that I use to like take off makeup and things like that, you can't really use reusable cotton pads on your nails because you don't want to put acetone and nail polish remover and then have the nail polish stain it, because you can't really wash that. It'll kind of leave a hard film on it from the nail polish. So getting rid of my nail polish led me to be able to make this switch, which is that I now only use reusable cloths to take off my makeup. There are 3 different kind of categories that I have. I don't plan on buying any more. I don't need any more. These are great for me. They've worked super well so far. So we'll start with the first thing I purchased. These are super cute. They are individual little reusable cotton rounds. These are actually rainbow. They're all different colors. They're super cute. A few of them are in the wash right now. I believe these are the brand Marley's Monsters. I will tag them in my description box. All of the links for everything that I can find will be in the description box, so you guys can buy them if you'd like to also make the switch in your life. But yeah, these are super cool. They're rainbow. They're really pretty. They're very soft and they work the exact same as cotton pads. I put my makeup remover, my coconut oil, whatever I use, wipe them on my face. They don't irritate my eyes. They're great. And then they just get thrown in the wash. I put them just so that they don't get lost. I like to put them in one of those like little mesh bags in the wash so that they all stay together. Like some people put socks in those, so I can find them, but you don't need to. You can throw them in the wash and then in the dryer and they're good to go. So I really like these guys. The next thing I use is a makeup eraser. I am in love with these things. This is not sponsored by them. I wish it was. Please sponsor me if you'd like. Makeup eraser, if you're seeing this, I would love a sponsor. But they're really so great. They last so long, and I don't know if you've ever heard of these, but basically they're these microfiber like towels, like cloths like this. They come in lots of different sizes and shapes and colors and all different things. I don't know how it works, but because of like the material they're made out of, they're not red. They're some crazy magic situation. You literally just put water on it, water from your sink, literally nothing else. There's nothing in it. And once you put water, it completely takes off a whole face of makeup. I love makeup. I really like doing avant-garde, special effects, things like that, which are much more like heavy duty, lots of like paint all over my face, and literally just water. And this takes off everything and it's so soft, and you just throw it in the washing machine like these guys. Washing machine, dryer, it can last hundreds of times and it's amazing. I absolutely love this. So this is phenomenal for taking off a whole face. And then my last thing are the same brand. These are also by Makeup Eraser. My mom actually just got these for me for Hanukkah. They're really cute. I didn't really need them, but I'm kind of happy I have them because they're really freaking cute. And now I'm like totally set and don't need to buy anything else. They're a similar idea to these, but these are made out of the same material as the Makeup Eraser because they're from the Makeup Eraser brand. It's their SpongeBob line. It's so cute. So it's like all the different characters from SpongeBob. I love it. There's a bunch here. And they're basically just mini versions of the makeup eraser. So you just put water on them and you do the same thing and your makeup totally comes off. Throw them in the wash and dryer. They're great. You don't need disposable cotton pads. So I really love these. And this is a super, super easy switch. Also saves you a lot of money because these aren't particularly expensive. And you buy them once and they last you a really, really long time, if not forever. While we're in the makeup, beauty, self-care category, I no longer buy travel-sized products. So all of these guys, I have moisturizers and samples from stores and hand cream and toner and micellar water and more moisturizer. I've gotten so many of these. I've bought them, they've come for free with things. And I realized that, great, now that I have assortment of sizes of these travel products, I just open them up and I refill them from my big sizes to take them traveling with me. There's no reason for me to keep buying the same little version of this and throwing out the container every time I finish it in 2 seconds because it's tiny. I have this one container that I got and I have the big version that I use on a daily basis. So every time I want to travel somewhere, I fill this up and I bring it with me. It's so simple, but it saves so much trash from going to landfills. And it saves money because you don't have to keep repurchasing these little tiny products. You can just use the one that you already have to fill them up. Plus, if one of your favorite products does not come as a travel size, now all you need is a travel container from a different brand and just fill it up with your favorite product, and no one's gonna know the difference. My next category is pens. I don't know if it's just from me and my siblings going to school over the years and just buying new school supplies every single year, even though we already had plenty in the house, or just from losing pens and finding new ones that seem like they're gonna be super smooth, and gel pens and pens without caps so that you don't lose them and all these kinds of things. But we have so many pens in my house, but people continue to buy them. So now I have this. I love it. This is my little pen station. These are actually all just pens in jars. This little tray actually, I think, came with like some sort of platter or something. It had food in it, but it has these 3 little sections. It's wooden. It's actually so cute. Still has the thing on it. It's really cute. It has these 3 little sections in it, and so just to kind of organize my desk in my room, I keep the 3 sections filled with these jars, but I have 3 jars with different categories of pens. So jar number 1 has black and blue pens and also some mechanical pencils that I have the lead to refill them. Just some simple everyday for signing things and for just like general writing. Then this jar has my fun pens. I have some gel pens in here and some different fun colored pens. And I also have a few Sharpies in here. I have like 4 different colored Sharpies in here because Sharpies are always great. And I had a million of these in my house as well, so I just kept the ones that were my favorites. And this jar has my felt tip pens that I use for writing notes in my Depop orders and writing letters and things like that. These are just fun. I really like these. I bought 1 set of them and they've lasted me a really long time. Otherwise, that's it. I do not have any more pens. I don't own any more. Actually, what I did was I collected up all of the pens in my house. I tested every single one to see if it worked. I got rid of the ones that don't work anymore, and all of the ones that do work, I actually donated to a school. So that is another alternative. I believe you can also recycle pens if you look up how to do that. That's a great alternative. But I feel like people buy so many pens. I don't know why it's like a thing that like you just constantly have the need to buy pens and that you feel like you're running out. But we all know that we all have so many in our homes. So these 3 jars do it for me, and that's all I need. And this has been a great, super easy, super helpful change in my life because I kept the ones that I like, I got rid of the ones I don't, and now I don't need to buy anymore until every single one of these is empty with no more ink in it. Speaking of my storage system for my pens, jars. I am a jar lover. I love jars. Jars are my favorite thing. I have a slight addiction, but I think if you're going to be addicted to anything, jars are a great thing to be addicted to. I am definitely going to make an entire other video dedicated to jars and my love of jars and all things that you can do with jars. But for now, in this video, jars are a super great thing that you should not be buying. I don't understand videos that are like, I went 0 waste and then I went to Target and bought 73 mason jars to make my cabinets look aesthetically pleasing. You don't need to look aesthetically pleasing in order to be 0 waste. That also is a whole other video in itself, and I'll probably make that one at some point, but for this video, we're trying to stay on track. So jars are such a great storage system without having to buy plastic containers or without having to really buy anything. We all have lots of jars in our house that are going in the garbage all the time and we don't realize it. Food jars are a great way to basically have free storage in your life. I have an abundance of jars in my life. As I said, it's a small obsession of mine. I'm trying to get better, but you know, baby steps. Anyway, I'll insert a picture here of my insane collection. It's a lot. I'm okay with it. I basically save every single jar that enters my house and I use it for something. So for example, my pens, this jar used to hold bee-free honey in it, and now it holds my pens. This jar, which is one clone of many, I have so many of these in my collection. This one is a pickle jar. Another great source of jars is candles. This is a candle that is finished. The jar is black right now and you would think, ew, this is gross. I finished the candle, I finished its purpose, may as well throw it out. No, wrong, because this was also a jar that had a candle in it, and I cleaned it out and I use it now, and it's so pretty, and it has a really cute little lid, and it's so pretty. Look at how gorgeous this is. You could buy this in Target for like $10. This is ridiculous. I got this for free because I paid for the candle, used up the candle, and now I have a free jar. Like, I don't understand how people don't think of this sooner. Anyway, this was a jam jar and it's so freaking cute. Like, what the heck? Why would you get rid of this? I don't understand. This was a vitamin bottle. This is so pretty. This glass is gorgeous. It's so nice. Like, what the heck? You can see I love. I'm sure I've said what the heck like 86 times. And this is gorgeous. I got a facial toner in here, and when it was finished, I saved it because it's blue glass and it's a spray bottle. So pretty. Free. Don't need to go out and buy it. Anyway, jars are great. Highly suggest keeping all food jars. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but almost all of those did not have lids on them. I have found that if you store, especially food jars, that even once they're completely cleaned out, if you store them with the lid on it, some of the smell kind of lingers and tends to stay, and then when you open it, they smell like the food that they used to have. So this is my favorite jar of my entire collection. It's a very personal thing I'm about to share with you, but it's gonna be okay. This bad boy. I don't know. I think it speaks for itself. It's massive. This is a regular size pickle jar. This is a big boy. But basically I keep all of my lids in here, and then when I want to use a jar, if I need the lid, I come in here and I get it so that the smells don't stay. What the heck was in this jar when we bought it, you ask? That's a great question. This was a massive, like I think it's definitely from Costco, because where else do you get things that are this big? It was a pickle jar. It had like enormous dill pickles in it. And I almost died when I saw it, and I was so excited, and I made my family eat the pickles as fast as they could, because like, what, how do you get rid of this? Like, who's gonna throw this out? She's a beauty. I don't know, man. I love this guy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope some of these tips helped you. I seriously encourage you to try any number of these, at least one, if not all of these. They're super simple and they make a really big impact, and they will really save you money because you have to buy so much less stuff. I think we can all agree that I'm officially a YouTuber now that I've inserted a clip of me saying something I forgot to say. But I forgot to say that I have an Instagram account. It's linked in the description, where I talk about all of the things that I mentioned in this video and a ton more sustainability stuff. So if you want more information about any of the things that I mentioned, or want more ideas for zero waste swaps and just all things sustainability, feel free to go check out my Instagram. I would love to hear if you have any suggestions for future videos. Please leave all questions, comments, concerns, compliments in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys and hear who is watching my videos and who's enjoying and what you want to see from me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Now you know more about me, something I'm proud of.